What's up, guys? It's me, Evan, and I'm chilling with Akai. Introduce yourself if you want.
Like you said, I'm Akai. You can follow me on IG, but don't please because my girl is crazy.
Kendrick Lamar drops Friday. Is Kendrick Lamar overrated? Now, before going into this, his new album, Damn, is coming out Friday. He dropped 2 tracks leading into this, The Heart Part 4, and he's dropped the single from the album, Humble. Is Kendrick Lamar overrated? Do you think he's dropping a classic, or is he overrated?
Well, first off, the overrated shit, no. He's not overrated by any means at all. The only reason why he would be overrated is because he's getting so much fucking airtime. This nigga's everywhere. He's from features to his own album to the Grammys, everything. The man has fucking talent. You can't get overrated unless it's just being thrown out there by everybody else.
So would you rather argue that he's overplayed than overrated?
The only reason why you would overpay somebody is because they're good.
I think he's overrated because the place people put him at.
Okay, as
I don't think he's
all time. Because he hasn't put in all the other work as like an Eminem or a Jay-Z. He doesn't have all that shit. I
mean, he's, to me, people already put him at top of the leader of rappers nowadays of the past 5-7 years.
The proof is in the pudding, nigga. You can hear that shit.
Really?
If I put on To Pimp a Butterfly.
That's different.
Different in what respect?
Because you gotta sit down and listen to that whole album.
No, you don't.
And that album can't be played everywhere.
No, you don't. No, you don't. And, for one, yes, that album cannot be played everywhere. I can't show it to the White House like, hey, what's up, man? Yo,
we gonna be alright.
Hey,
guess
you have a bias against him.
I don't.
Yes, you do. The way you talk about this man
is very great. He's very good. He's very great. I just don't think this album's really gonna be any good because when you think about it, with his last album, he released I was like, people thought he was going commercial, but I was.
It had a deeper meaning. It had a lot that.
Well, the album version had a very deeper meaning.
Yeah.
But I was a very small part of a bigger picture, and I feel like that's what he does. And with Humble, I don't get the point of Humble, but knowing it's a part of a bigger picture makes me excited.
Okay.
But because that particular song is like, if I can't grasp anything from that, I don't know what the album's gonna be about.
Question: did you watch the video?
Yes.
Okay, so you watched the video
several times, and I've watched breakdowns of the video and all the symbolisms of certain things that he does. I think people just look way too deep into shit. Kendrick Lamar's overrated.
My point.
People put him at the top because their favorites put him at the top, but I'm like, and I don't
even think that's the majority of it.
I think only reason why, yes, people respect the skill, but that's like me as a comedian who tells jokes almost every fucking day. I appreciate comedy on a way deeper level than an average person. There's things about jokes that I appreciate that aren't particularly funny.
Same thing about music.
That's what I'm saying.
With me,
I feel like that's what rappers do. People just appreciate certain things that he does that may not be that great. Like, let's say, like, there's certain things in jokes that people do that aren't really funny, but I appreciate what a person did. Like, when I watch Louis C.K., he does certain things with his face, he does certain things with his movement, his cadence, his delivery. That's not particularly funny, but it does help set up a joke, and it does serve justice to a joke. Or the premise of a joke. He does certain things that help other aspects of a joke that aren't particularly funny, but I appreciate it as a comedian. The same way a chef would appreciate the way somebody cooks food versus how it tastes. Okay. I feel like that's how people view Kendrick Lamar. They see the type of work that goes into his album and they appreciate that way more than the product. The product comes out and I feel like it's almost on some Super Lupe rap type shit where it might go over your head. You gotta sit down, you gotta study it. Like, this nigga releases, didn't they put a fucking college course out to Pimp a Butterfly? Cause it's that fucking deep.
When you had albums back then, niggas actually sat down and told a story. You had to absorb it in that sense. With the CD. Nowadays, you just get the singles off of Spotify and you kind of lose touch with the actual album of the actual body of work. Meaning that he's bringing the artistry back to making the music. It's not just like, oh, we put out a single, we're going to be lit, and it's going to be crazy for the summer. Nah, Drake does that all the time.
But that's Drake style.
No, listen, Drake does that all his time. And people love him, and I feel that he's overrated as well. The reason being is because he's more of the pop hip-hop. Pop hip-hop.
Drake.
Listen to that. No,
Drake.
Pop hip-hop.
Drake is self-known overrated.
Of course, yes, I know that.
To be the greatest, you have to be compared to a worse. And I feel like the people in his class put up enough great work to be like, no, there's definitely an argument there.
Like we did before, the catalog. If they don't have a catalog, are they really valid as an artist?
Yes.
As far as being an artist.
So let's put the catalog into it.
Okay.
Kendrick Lamar, does he put out hits?
Of course. Yes, he does.
Is Humble a hit?
Humble is a hit. Yes, it is. Humble is a hit.
It's not a hit.
Listen, just because it's not number one on the Billboard.
That's not a hit to me. A hit is about influence.
Influence? Really?
It's about influence.
I will give you a perfect example of influence. No, I'll give
when
you a
you walk
perfect
down the
example
street, you
of
hear
influence.
somebody else play a song.
Yes, I have.
They're not playing Humble.
Yes, I have. Listen, you can't play Humble everywhere, but the fact that I'm hearing it, like, on the subway, I'm sitting there, got like one dude behind me sitting there, sit down, be humble. I had my students at my school spit to a cipher over that instrumental. That instrumental is amazing.
Granted, the song has only been out for what? Not even a fucking week? Of course you get that initial, yo, it's a new Kendrick song, that's hard. Give it a month, nobody will give a fuck about that song. The same way with I. It was cool for 3 days, the same way with these internet challenges, the same way with a lot of fads nowadays.
Yeah.
It's cool for 3 days. After that, nobody cares. Like right now, they're not bumping Humble. Right now, we bumping the Ice Cream Man song right now. Because Ice Cream Man is outside my house and I hear that
Mr.
shit.
Mr. Softy is the realest
Mr.
nigga in
Softy
the
been
streets.
killing the rap game since 1973.
That nigga is the summer.
That's what made it to me.
Because
the
it
overall
pieces
message
together, gelled
that
everything together.
really went through the whole thing. Now, when it comes to this one, it's hard for me to be like, I have to be like, take a step back. Because I'm like, wait a minute, Kendrick Lamar don't really, his first album, The Good Kid, Mad City, there's a lot of hits on that record.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hits on that fucking
And you
record.
were just saying that he doesn't make hits.
Yeah. After that, he
You're
stopped.
contradicting yourself. Because he
stopped. He
wanted
doesn't
to
make
make a
hits
message.
anymore.
He wanted to make the message.
But if you're gonna be that
That's
nigga, he's
what you
gonna
have to
turn into
appreciate
Common.
that-
He's gonna turn into Common.
What that? No.
And when you turn into
he's
Common, you're
definitely
not a
gonna-
great. You're
Nah,
not
listen,
great no
first
more,
off,
my guy.
First off, he did not even think about trying to sleep with Erykah Badu. Let's get that first thing out
But he
the way.
beefing with Drake like Common
Man,
did.
fuck Drake, man.
But he puts
He
the
makes
message-
woke music.
He puts the
You're
message-
saying that after he does that, he's not gonna make
Because
another
you put the
fucking
message,
Lily Allen song.
you
or
put the
some
value
shit.
of the message over the value of the music. That's what he does.
This is what he is so beautiful at crafting. He's able to take not only
Yes.
the mainstream style of making the music, but he can also layer in that message, that underlying like, yo, wow, I do have to really, in retrospect, go back to this album or this track that's just, it may seem like it's random, it may seem like it's just dropped off, but he actually says some shit. I think
He's always saying something.
I appreciate
how
that,
he
though.
says it is what doesn't get me. Kendrick Lamar is extremely versatile. Which Kendrick Lamar is your favorite type of Kendrick Lamar?
My Kendrick Lamar that I enjoy is the very, I hate using it in this manner, but like woke and kind of more militant in a sense, because it's kind of like he's.
What song would you say from Pimp Butterfly is like the best version of Kendrick Lamar?
Oh, I would have to say Black of the Berry.
Okay.
Definitely, because that was just like, it's like.
But he's yelling.
Huh?
He's yelling on that one, so that I get the
But
militant.
militant, and then kind of like, you know, just that portrayal of how.
But I like Black of the Berry.
You would have to see him nowadays as, well, you know, a young black male or a young black person in America, or even just a young millennial seeing all this shit going on with the world. Of course, you're gonna have that passion, and he portrays it amazingly there.
My favorite type of Kendrick Lamar is the backseat freestyle Kendrick
Okay.
Lamar, where that nigga is just coming out the woo aggressive as hell.
Yeah.
Just I'm smashing niggas. I'm better than you. I'm smashing
And
niggas
there
with
you
bars
go.
and all of that. That's
But
my
then
favorite Kendrick
also
Lamar.
look at
But then
why
you got
you don't
poet
like
Kendrick-
him that much.
But then you got poet Kendrick
Yeah.
Lamar, which I don't really like. You got the you know.
See,
I
would
like
you
the
say
message.
that you can appreciate more than one of his styles?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can appreciate more than one
I
of
would
his
say he has
styles.
like 4 different styles, and I appreciate
So
two.
imagine that. You have one artist being able to invoke so many different styles and giving so many different windows for everybody within his audience, which you can't even define his audience because everybody has something to go to.
Now, he said all that about an artist, and that's what makes an artist great, but then he'll say Drake is overrated.
Because He is.
Look at
so
all the different
overrated.
styles. Look
No,
at
Drake.
all the different audience.
Drake is pulling from different people. Look at all the different people that he's pulling from. Kendrick is sitting down. Listen, if Kendrick had a ghostwriter, then I'd be like, oh shit. But the delivery, man, nobody can deliver that without it being like actually.
Drake don't got
original.
delivery. Drake may have a ghostwriter,
Drake
but
has
got ill
Drake
delivery.
has delivery up the
Ill.
wazoo, but it's just that now that
Y'all sleep
kinda
at
have
the
that-
Sheraton. All that shit is embarrassing.
no, yeah, but
He
now
said that. I was like, damn, I slept at the Sheraton. I think he said it all. I think he said all he can say, and I don't think there's nothing left for him to say to give a great
no,
message.
he's
I don't know.
Not-
As far as a
the
message, because his album's about the message. I don't think there's another message that this nigga can give us. And without that strength of a message, his
No.
power to make hit singles are not as strong as they used to be. So I feel like this album is not going to be as great. It's not going to hold weight to his previous work.
So that's your final thought. I think my final thought is this album, the title in itself says it already. Damn. Like, if as soon as you finish that album, you're probably going to sit back and say, damn. Like, even if it's for like a new banger, a new couple of bangers, or just another message, because I think that's what he's going to reach at. He can do it, and he definitely has enough longevity in the game to be able to pull something else out. Definitely. Hands down.
I think he's out of shit to talk about.
He's
But
out of
that's
juice.
me.
He's out of juice.
I'm out of juice, so we done with this video because I got nothing left to. I got no more saliva in my mouth to be spitting facts at this
Shit,
nigga.
man.
But yeah, those are our thoughts. Comment down what you think. If you think his next album's gonna be hot or flop,
Facts is gonna be good.
Comment down below any thoughts about what we've said. If you disagree or agree, who you agree with, comment it down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to not follow him because his girl is crazy.
She calling right now.
Um,
Oh, she texting me. Oh, shit.
but yeah,
Oh, damn, this is 31 minutes ago. Fuck.
don't forget to follow me on all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat, and my Facebook. All of those are at Evan Combest. And we'll see hopefully tomorrow when his album drops, and we'll see what it's like. So, till then,
It's gonna be classic.
we'll see you guys next time.